So Carly, when you were over here, you were standing right here, right? And then you were...
Yeah, and I booked it with my,
Okay, so we have a troopers moving. These troopers are obviously still moving up with their main party here. So you guys have a sizable force at you. So that would be this group then. So they come up and they begin blasting at you guys right from short range here. The Wookiees stand out in front of Krell, and they take a few shots for Krell. But ultimately, so we're going to give a red dice on this, but there's a group of 3 here. They're shooting at Krell. The secondary group, they're going to maneuver. Let's see. The first 3 here shoot at this group of Wookiees right here, and they wound a couple of them. The second group here pushes past. So they actually pushed past Krell, and Krell, at this point you're actually surrounded. Step aside. They made their way right up to Pesh. Okay, so second ones take out this guy here. Krell, you're able to dodge the fire from this, and they're currently engaged in melee with this group right here. Okay, so Krell, you're able to almost like, skiddly do in behind everything that happened here. Although you do come across this one in front of you right here.
You there, stop.
But these are the other ones are making their way around everything that was going on there. Okay, so this group here, they're handily fighting with the Wookiees. So we're having them push back up, and they end up engaged with this one right beside you, Krell. Or beside you, Pesh. And these guys are also giving chase as well, involved in this.
How many of the Wookiees are around me? None? Am I just like completely fucking bombarded?
You have, like I said, this group right here is fighting amongst these ones. They walked through these ones that Krell went around and hid behind. So these guys are engaged with this one. This guy here is engaging with this one, so you can choose to help him, or what are you going to do? They aren't fully engaged with you, but they are coming towards you, this whole group.
Never forget, this is the time your sacrifice is necessary. You have to help us leave this place. We will destroy the enemy. So can I try and maneuver to, what, I got 10?
Yeah, you have to give me, I don't know, some sort of an agility check or something to get through all the mayhem of battle going on as you're kind of like stepping through, dodging everything as it's going by.
I got 2 things. Can I set a grenade on my gun to let it blow up at some point?
You want to set a grenade on...
Like a time charge?
You want your gun to be the grenade? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the auto turret. Like I want to like
maybe set it to
malfunction or something where it just starts shooting.
Oh boy.
boy.
Okay.
Right, well,
It's still a success.
Okay, so you successfully do this, and you turn away, and as you're turning away, you just hear it just fires up right away, and she just goes boom right behind you.
The advantage is that I get away, and with 10 movement, I can get here, I guess.
Okay, the advantage is I'm going to give you an athletics check to get away, and you're going to use the advantage for your boost. Let's see if you escape the blast. Because we're going to treat this as a frag grenade going off.
I mean, I absolutely do it, but a threat is somebody takes strain?
Yeah,
Who's there?
You take strain.
I think 2 would be strain on you, I believe. But you do get away, but everyone in this vicinity here takes the blast 8 damage.
Alright. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm up here with a couple Wookiees, waiting to drop down in the final. Do a nice push.
Okay, Max, so you would know that you would have seen from lower down that there's actually troopers now on the lower decks below you. So if you want to rally, and they're slowly making their way up. I would say at this point that
Wink.
that the village is 75% defeated. Though the Imperials have taken a lot of casualties, but overall, they're still winning this battle. And the Wookiees are down to about 25 or so, still scattered in amongst the trees. And on this side of the building here, you could see that they're rallying and preparing for a counter strike on the group that's making their way up.
Mac, just to give you at least something to work with, since you were up there surveying the entire fight, as you had a bird's eye view of the battle as it went out, and so as you were looking over the fight and giving directions over the comms, even though you weren't, you notice that it's definitely too much of a coincidence that the Imperials knew exactly where to strike. They, as they moved in, they knew exactly what they were doing. They avoided the bridges as they were blown, so they only lost a few of the rookie troops who just ran out and onto them. Everyone is to get back to the YT ship. It's considered a safe zone.
What's your intentions?
I gotta get back to that ship. I have a feeling you guys are gonna take off pretty soon, right? I'm gonna try to convince the Wookiees that are here with me to swing over to this adjacent tree here and try and make our way down towards the ship.
Well, there you go.
You just got her. So the Wookiees begin looking at each other, and they're see the other ones. They immediately, without hesitation, one of them just scoops you up and grabs you and holds you, and they begin traversing across these vines and making their way over. And you guys find yourselves up in the trees over here. Okay, so you guys make your way across the tree, and you find yourselves over here on this landing pad, looking down upon everything. So 45 is brought his small guerrilla warfare group, not guerrillas, but Wookiee warfare group.
Don't call them gorillas, that's racist.
That's right.
Speciest.
Speciest, that's right. Okay, so you guys have made your action, your maneuver. We are now top of the order, correct?
Can I try and do a mechanics check to get the engines working? Just try and help the Wookiee.
Yeah.
As you start to walk past, Geraldo looks at you and he's like, "Aren't you going to tend to my wounds?" As he bleeds profusely all over the floor.
Okay, as like Geraldo asks, I'll turn and do a mechanics check.
Yes, don't disturb the Wookiee. He's concentrating.
Plus you have a crit too, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is also average.
Oh, look at that! Look at that triumph, though.
Okay, so you get back 2 wounds and 2 strain. 2 strain, and whatever wounds you're at, but your crit's been alleviated. The droid just
Like patch
sitting
up,
there.
and then I'm just giving you a massage as well, like, you know, get rid of the stress.
Oh yes, and then you just hear as you like pop his spine back into place.
So you guys would overhear the stormtroopers talking, and they're like,
I hope this is the last of the raid. These Wookiees are annoying.
I believe this is actually the last Wookiee village. I hope we get sufficiently rewarded for it.
Quiet down, you.
Oh, okay.
okay, so who's up next?
I'm gonna take the strain to go as fast as I can.
You can't pass these guys by yourself.
Alright, well then my action is I spray through them. Rolled. What? Didn't work.
Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
you had one
Yeah, I
advantage.
failed with
You had
two-
one advantage.
One advantage?
One of them, the other 2 were cancelled. Okay, so
I don't even know. Give a
Well-
boost to the next guy, I don't care.
give a boost to the next guy. So you didn't make any maneuvers. So essentially what happens here is the stormtrooper, you pull your weapon up, and he slaps it down.
You're under arrest.
Shit.
I'm going to take a moment to come out of my Wookiee shape and switch over to Imperial Stormtrooper. I'm actually not a Wookiee, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a shapeshifter. What? So what I want to do is when I greet this guy coming up the ramp, you know, he's over there. Get him. No, he's get the Wookiees first. Yeah, these idiots here are incidental. They're worth nothing to us. They're gonna die more so than the Wookiees.
Right away, sir. And he
Yeah.
runs past you.
Keep her going.
So Krell's pretty much totally surrounded at this point. These Wookiees here have been fighting now. They ended up killing these two guys off, but they also ended up dying in the battle as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like motion the other guys. No, I'm gonna motion this guy here. Oops. That guy, I'm gonna say, hey, go back inside the hangar. We got some more guys coming. Apparently, the force is bigger than we realized.
All right then, right away, sir. And he begins walking in.
You, go cover him.
They kind of look at you for a second and kind of, okay, you're in charge.
Don't you know who I am?
So they make their way in through the hangar here. I probably should give you an easy deception check on that, but
Give
with
me a hard deception check on that.
no, it would be an easy deception check on the stormtroopers to tell them to maneuver away.
Oh,
Yeah, that
failed it.
It's
But
a
I
fail.
got a triumph and a success, or an advantage.
Okay, so they look at you funny and they hesitate, but with the triumph though, they are going to follow what you said and go through. I think would make sense. Your ranking general stuff, or whatever you want to call it, your captain
wrong
stuff,
side.
it's on the wrong side. Yeah.
I'm also like a private.
Okay. So, anyways, we'll just carry on that everything was the way we said, but yeah, they did depart from the door, so you can enter the ship. So you're walking right past these two stormtroopers at the door, in your new,
I didn't know they were there, but yes, I'm also a stormtrooper. So no, I'm not doing that.
So you're just walking through.
Yeah, no, I've got a directive from High Command. You guys need to clear out of here. I'm gonna sanction this ship. Hey boys, fuck off.
Okay. We'll be just outside if you need us,
Yeah,
sir.
I don't care. Go on.
Boy, that guy's kind of strange. Okay, so you're now inside the ship. The ramp's open. Stormtroopers are standing at the bottom of the ship, and we'll move on to the next PC.
So did they handcuff me or did I just fucking surrender? What happened?
They
I'm not quite sure.
they did put cuffs on you, and you are surrendered as well.
So there's no way I'm getting on that ship.
Not at this point.
That's cool.
They're going to maneuver you back towards the ATST at this point.
But here's the problem. That ain't happening, because I'm going to try to run off the platform.
You're gonna try to take one of them with you?
If I'm gonna die, they're gonna take one with me, boy.
Okay, to
I'm
get away.
essentially just dropping off this platform.
So you're
to
just
the ground.
jumping off a tree that you know on Kashyyyk is probably 200 feet to the ground.
Maybe that.
So this is a suicide
Maybe
thing.
you're right.
I thought there was a canopy like right below the boat.
Well, there is, but I think you have to climb down and carefully. If you're just jumping into the canopy, we're gonna roll 50-50 on that and see if you die.
Flip and die
Okay,
right
because
a
either
splat.
way, here's what I'll try to do. I'll try to do a stealth, and in this chaos, when the Wookiee, there's no Wookiees fighting.
No, the Wookiees are dead around you. You just see them laying there. Hi guys, help them out.
I don't know what to do. How tight are we talking these restraints are?
What was that?
They're fucking Imperial binders. They're tight.
How-
Oh yeah, no, you're bound, but your hands
Alright.
your hands are bound in front of you though. I'm gonna say that.
I just get on my knees, put the hands above my head. Not much else I can do.
Okay, so
I
they
wince.
well-
Expect a fucking execution.
they were already pushing you forward. I mean, if you're just gonna drop to your knees, then they're just gonna lift you up again.
I just do whatever the hell they want me to do.
Okay, so you're getting maneuvered. As you're moving along here, you are in the blaster smoke here of all this here. And I'm going to tell you right now, as you walk into this, all of a sudden the smoke is quite thick, and you can see stormtroopers moving past you, but you feel a shot in the side of your neck. So, Krell, as you feel this in your neck there, and you got your advantage is as you look up. If you look right beside your character, all of a sudden you hear this voice.
Krell Aldemar, you're coming with me.
Is that God?
Oh.
Oh!
All of a sudden you just feel like you're dropping down as you're passing out into the trees down below.
I just lose consciousness.
As you lose consciousness. And the stormtroopers are sitting there in the smoke, and they're like,
Where'd he go? Search the area. He's escaped.
Holy shit.
this guy just takes Krell and drops down through the canopy below. Okay, so who's up next?
I'll go.
Yeah, I think you definitely got to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Huh.
Not looking so good for
okay. Let's see. Miles is surrounded by stormtroopers. Do they? Does it look like they have out their guns? Are they gonna try to shoot me close, like point blank?
They're pretty much telling you to surrender. Put your hands up.
Well, my dinky spear in my hands, and I'm like,
That's right. Drop the spear.
They're just putting their hands up, putting their hands down calmly.
you know,
Calm down. Calm down. Just put the weapon down, son.
okay. Are they all saying this at once? Like,
No, it's just the one guy. The other two are standing there.
I'm like, look at the spear, and he just says three things at once. All right, yeah. Am I being insane? I'll drop the feathered spear, just put the hands on my head, and get on my knees.
Okay, they're like,
No one told you to get on your knees. Stand up, son. Let's go.
I get back off my knees. I get on my knees, yeah. Stand up.
Move along.
okay, so they gather you, and you're pretty much, they have you standing here as they're waiting. And this force here, obviously, is making their way down towards the ship here. You can hear the blaster fire and everything is starting to really come to a halt. And we'll have one last hurrah here as you see this this chopper fires up and she comes swooping down, as flying along. It does a strafing run and just blasts a few of these guys here, and then goes crashing into the trees, and then as it gets shot down by one of the ATSTs or AT-ATs, it just blasts it, and it goes crashing down to the canopy in a fireball. But he did take out a few of the stormtroopers on his way by. And I think at this point, I think everyone's kind of rounded up. Everybody's on the ship, the PCs. Krell has been abducted to who knows what fate. Darren's character, Miles, has been detained, and he's preparing to load onto the AT-AT. The rest of the troops are mopping up the last of the Wookiees. There's also a large group of Wookiees now also being brought up, and they're being ushered in, and they're standing beside, also with their hands on their heads.
So Geraldo goes to the stormtrooper and he said, "So now that it seems that you have won, when can I expect to meet with the captain of your vessel?"
Well, it was my understanding that this vessel would contain the captain of where I was supposed to be.
I am the captain of this ship. Exactly who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, who are you? Sir?
Why are you on my ship?
Why are you on a ship that you are asking to meet the captain on? Apparently you are not the captain.
I'm asking to meet the Imperial captain of the Imperial Star Destroyer that is hovering above us and has sent all of these stormtroopers here.
Rustles around in my pockets. I've got a data pad right here containing that information. I was under the impression that I was going to meet the captain of this ship, and I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Yes, you are speaking to the captain of this
yes,
ship.
and I also misspoke, and I apologize. I misunderstood what you said because you don't speak clear Arabic. You speak millennial bullshit faggotry.
You're about 5 seconds from dying.
Yes, no, well, 5 Earth seconds. Yes, okay. carry on. No, what I meant to say is, it's gracious for me to meet you, sir. I'm appreciative of you receiving me as captain of this ship.
And you could introduce yourself.
Oh, clearly, yes. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Bleep. My family name is Bleep.
Riker seems like he's about to reach for his gun. He's pretty fed up with this.
You seem to be disrespectful.
I seem to be disrespectful. Me? Oh yes,
Yeah.
You know what? I absolutely apologize. You're absolutely right. I am being so disrespectful. I've introduced myself as the captain of this vessel. I've made it clear that I wish to speak the captain of your vessel. I have introduced myself properly as Captain Geraldo of the Night Sister. And you have introduced yourself as Bleep Bloop.
Yes, my name is Bleep. My family's name is Bleep. Yes, I am one of 5 sisters and brothers. I did that.
But yeah, I rolled that I was reaching for my blaster, or told you guys I was reaching for my blaster earlier.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot.
I'm a wealth of.
Okay, he raises a hand to Riker. Hold on.
I'm a
So
wealth of.
why
I'm
don't
a
you
wealth of
come
information.
clean right now? No more bullshit. No more bleep bloop. No more of that. Any of that shit.
I'm sorry, you mispronounced a couple of my family's names. That's fine. We'll move past that for now.
All right, Riker, shoot him.